put this in the chat real quick, and then we will be good. Just a quick heads up, y'all, before we start coverage for tonight's race. Just want to give y'all a heads up. I'm kind of feeling under the weather, so hopefully I can make it through tonight. Likely it's a short race, so we'll see. I will put the W code in the chat real quick. Go. Alright. Hopefully we make it through, but what's going on, y'all? We're back. Red Hot Racing League Season 6. Back underway with the fourth race of the season at Road America, the first road course event of the season. The WhyBludChees at Road America. Don't know why it's named that, but looking at the starting lineup, I think there's a good enough reason why it is named that. So, we'll just go on ahead and talk about the starting lineup first. So, on the pole, in the 66, formerly named Trippy Tricks, is WhyBludChees. So, the 66 car, the defending champ, starting on the pole. And then next to him in P2 is the 6 of Cowboys, the highest driver not clinched in with a win in the 6 car. Row 2 is intriguing for many reasons. Both these drivers not in the playoff spot. Both did not have good races at Michigan, and they're looking to bounce back. The 50 of CCDN in second, and then the 43 of Slideways on the outside of row 2. Row 3, the 44, Stiff for the Biff, another driver below the cut line, or at least around the cut line. Let's go on ahead and check where he's at in points. Yeah, he is just above the cut line by 3 points, so he needs to have a solid day to stay above there. And then the 3 of Nasformer in 6. Row 4, Lyle Chat, the first winner, the first person with a playoff berth, looking to add some more wins to his stat sheet this season. And then making his debut, another open team car in the field tonight, the 62 of Super NASCAR Fan, starting in P8. He will be fun to watch. He is starting in 8th. Row 5, the 22 of Kevin Yu in 9th, and then the outside row 5, the 15 of Yoshi Racing in 10th. Row 6, last race's winner at Michigan, the 55 Rod Wave Beats, starting in 11th, looking to go back-to-back. And then we have the 16 of Asylums, one of those guys, very good in points, just looking to get that win to solidify his spot. Row 7, the Texas winner, Suspect Camo in 13th, and then the 47 of Irish XFL making his debut, starting in 14th, another one of those guys that get good in qualifying. Row 8, Material Zero, our graphics guy, starting in 15th, and then the 24 of Ron Man. Row 9, we got Dane Goldberry in 17th, and then Steel Nipples in the 17 car, starting in 18th. Row 10, we got Air Just Calls, and the 12 of Lord Billis, who enters this race very close to the cut line. In fact, he's actually the second to last guy above. Would have been the last guy, but someone got penalized and they lost 15 points. We'll talk about that here in just a moment. Row 11, the 8 of Rybread in 21st, and the 5 of the Reagan Boy in 22nd. Row 12, Sammy Boy in the 31, Devil Gavin in the 48, both below the cut line entering this race. Both have high potential to do well. They're both starting in row 12. The 7 of Yeti and the 21 of GS Racing, formerly driven by Snoop Doggy, but Snoop Doggy is not here. They will be starting in row 13. Row 14, 2 more open team cars, Georgia Dog and Bad Omens in row 14, both made the field. And in row 15, from what I heard, he withdrew from the event last second, the 11 of Idyllic Fungus. He will not make the race tonight. He apparently has another race to do. So drivers that withdrew, according to our starting lineup, the 9 of Adam is Slow, the 34 of Tyreek Speed, the 45 car, formerly driven by GS Racing. GS Racing now the 21, so to be technical, Snoop Doggy withdrew. And then the 38 of Bauman, he has been a storyline to watch with the penalty that he got from last race. If he did not get the penalty, he would have been 13 points above the cut line in ninth. However, he got 15 points docked. He now sits in a tie, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to go ahead and take a look real quick. No, he's actually 17th in points, so 2 points out from the A of Rybread. So Rybread benefiting a lot. So currently we're waiting for the confirmation to get in real quick. They were just in a driver's meeting. So we will get this straight. All right. Let me see here. What else can we talk about? Oh yeah, I'll go on ahead and make my picks here. So, by the way, Dark Abyss, my co-commentator, he will not be here tonight. So it'll be just me again today. Hopefully, I'll make it through. I mentioned I was feeling under the weather. Hopefully, this will be a short race. So, my prediction, I'm going to say I think the 3 car of Naz is going to win this race. Naz Former does really good on road courses, and with him starting in the 6th position, I think he'll be the one to beat tonight. And then my dark horse pick, I'm going to go with the guy starting behind him in row 4 in the 62, a Super NASCAR fan. So those are my 2 drivers to watch. Again, this is a very interesting field, just looking at it. We'll just have to see. Still waiting for the invite, and then this one will be underway. As a reminder, the W code is in the chat. Save 10% off using the code that I have in there. As we're still waiting for the invite to join the stream, not the stream, to join the lobby. See, I'm too sick to the point where I can't even like say the correct things. I'm sorry, y'all. But we are still waiting for the invite to hop in. Apparently, Abyss is now trying to make it in last second, so hopefully he will get in. I'll go on ahead and send him an invite. Hopefully he just joins in before we race. Turn the party audio on. Hopefully that doesn't mean bad things for my mic. So the drivers' meeting supposedly started at 10:20. Should be done by now. Race time expected to still be around 10:30, and we should be good to go. How's everyone's nights? How did y'all enjoy the clash tonight? I heard that it was that bad of a race. Okay. Okay, so what I'm now being told, they are getting the lobby ready. So we are getting very close to starting this one. Thank Lord I didn't start this and have like a 25-minute pre-race show. That would have taken everything from me already. I would discuss the points, but I feel like the race is probably going to be ready here in just a couple minutes, so we'll probably go on ahead and do that at least at some point during the race, or at least give you all mini updates. But just to give a brief summary, the 19 of Camo, the 99 of Lyle, the 55 Rod Wave, they are the only three drivers currently locked in due to their wins. Cowboys, the highest driver not clinched with a win. And then the first driver out due to a penalty was the 38 of Bauman, while the last guy in is the 8 of Rybread. So there's your basic summary right there. We'll see how much that changes tonight. Expect a lot of changes, but I mean, come on. I think that's going to happen every week. Let me see if I can get Abyss in here. We'll quickly discuss the race info for tonight's event. 50% race length, meaning 25 laps. Stages are on as usual. Black flags are the only flags that are active tonight. That's one of the big changes for tonight's race compared to past events. The cautions are not set on strict or relaxed for this event. It is just black flags only. Normal draft times 2 wear. The fuel window expected to be around 10 laps tonight. Also, no damage. No damage for tonight. No custom setups, no driving aids. So yeah, a couple changes compared to the past couple of races. Um, and then also keep an eye on the corner cutting for these drivers. Excessive corner cutting will result in a stop and go if it gets caught by the admins. And then to make sure that these drivers stay in their lane until the start finish line, a failure to do so could either result in going to the back of the field or could be parked for a lap. And with Road America being way too long of a racetrack, being held a lap would be very difficult, especially with no cautions. As this is getting on now, we should be getting him here momentarily. There we go. Yep. All right, we are still waiting for this lobby to get going. Should be starting really any minute. Are you all right, dude? I was gonna say, I hope your audio isn't included. That would be something. Okay, let me see what's going on here. All right, you got your audio included? Ooh, that's a debatable one.
I mean, he's a two-time champion, a Daytona 500 champion. I mean, there ain't much to be better than sliced bread. Oh, I think I got everything I need it to be. All right.
All right, they are currently just a few people away from getting this one started, so I'm going to say the race time expected around 10:40. Hopefully.
Oh, Road America.
Yep.
Okay. 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 You in the back? That's gonna be a surprising. Not really. Not really. Okay.
See, they're up to 24. There should be 28 in the field, so. There was 29, but someone opted out last second.
Was it 29? Should say 29. We have a person in the field literally called IRS. No, IRISH. Where do you come up with that?
Oh, Irish, yeah.
I'm an idiot. I'm thinking of just like separate letters here.
Yeah, he's one of the guys making his first start tonight. Super NASCAR fan who I listed as my sleeper. He's making his first start. And then, yeah, it's just those two making their first start. And then Trippy had a name change. Kind of ironic of a name change.
Trippy Triggs.
Yeah, his gamer tag is literally the name of tonight's race. Okay, from now what I'm seeing, looks like they have to reset the lobby. Someone didn't join in time.
Hey, that gives you time to eat potato soup. You a soup fan, my friend?
I mean, I'm not an enemy of it. I don't mind it. It just depends on what kind it is.
Favorite type of soup?
I will say I have been eating a lot of soup lately because I've been ill. It's kind of helped.
Like 2020 season. You know, I watched the Clash and those Ford bodies. Eh, that nose, it's a little too weird.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about the Fords this season. I feel like they might have a season similar to the Chevys in 2018. It's gonna take them a season, I think, to get used to the new car body and stuff.
My thing is, they were great on super speedways and they were good on the ovals. They're trying to get more good on the mile and a halves and short and road courses. I'm not touching that because again, you look at this year, the playoffs this year. At least you got two super speedways and like short track at New at Martinsville.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fan of those. I'm a fan of bread and butter, and Ford arguably is the best manufacturer to have on those kite tracks.
Yeah.
But well, it didn't take too much away from that.
Okay, so now apparently it looks like there's only going to be 25 people tonight. So we'll figure out and see who is not in the field. So let's see, last week it took us 25 minutes to get this thing started. I started this one at 10:20, so hopefully we start before 10:45. They're just missing about 3 people. Okay, it looks like we have a couple car swaps last second now from what I'm seeing. Looks like Snoop Doggie's taking over for GS again in the 21. Looks like Ding is sitting out with GS Racing taking his spot. So a couple interesting swaps there. I don't know if Lord Bill has changed his gamer tag or not, or if that is a different person. But the 12 will be driven by Don Polo. So we're still missing 2 people. Let me see. I do not think my sleeper pick is in this lobby. So hopefully he gets in.
We'll be rolling here in a minute.
Yeah, it looks like they got it going, so we should be getting an invite here momentarily. Looks like the wait is exactly going to take us 25 minutes, so...
Hold on. There we go. Nope. Yep. Beat my ass.
So we should be getting an invite here any moment.
Hold on. Let me invite you. They're rolling. There we go.
Alright.
Alright, we ready?
Yep, hopefully. Hopefully. I only say that because I don't know if it'll let me in.
So if I heard them talking correctly, the 22 will not be scoring for points. He'll be scoring for owner points, so he won't really have any points applications for tonight because he already has somebody in the 2 that's running for points. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I saw GS Racing, I think, was in the 2, not Ding. I don't know. There's a little bit of a musical chair kind of thing going on there.
I cracked my phone even more.
There we go. Looks like it's letting me in, so we should be good. They're going to go on ahead and get in their pace laps and get in their spots.
I guess I should pick my guys. I'm gonna go with. Is he here? The 43 of OK Sideways is my number 1 and my sleeper. Give me. No, definitely not. No. I'll go with Steel Ninja again. Steel Napper. Never for that team, I guess.
Alright. So for those of you that heard from my picks earlier, I'll just go on ahead and re-say them. My primary pick, I'm going to watch the guy in the 3 tonight, Naz Former. He does really good on road courses. I would not be shocked if he wins tonight. And then my sleeper pick, I've talked about him a couple times already in the stream, but that would be in the 62 Super NASCAR Fan. He is starting in the top 10. See him there, the 62, making his first start. So again, the front row, the 66, changed his gamer tag to make it match the name of tonight's race. I'm not going to say the last half of his name because I feel like I'm just going to botch it on accident, so I'm just going to call him Blood. The 66 of Blood and the 6 of Cowboys, they are the front row tonight. Row 2, the 50 of CCDN, and then Slideways, who went way below into the grass just now. He is starting outside row 2. Stiff for the Biff and Naz Former, they should be row 3. Then row 4, just making sure who's all here and who's not. Oh, big lag. Oh, that is a big lag. Wild Chat in the 99 in the 62 Super NASCAR Fan. They are row 4.
I saw someone. Oh.
Yeah, a lot of them are wrecking.
Big. Oh, there we go. Yep, they're dead. The Irish is gone. Like that, I believe. Oh, they're back in.
Yep, they're resetting it. Well. Alrighty.
I'll go talk to them. I'll be right back.
So much for that. Yeah, I'll probably have to do what I did the last race and cut out the first 25, 30 minutes or so. Just reminder for myself for when I go back and watch the stream again. Still waiting for the rest of them to join this lobby, and then we'll be good. I think I can actually keep an eye on their lobby. Yeah, I can. There we go. Yeah, make sure none of you people that are not in this league to join, please, because that will just hinder the progress. And I think we should be good. Alright. Cool stuff. We'll go on ahead and hop in. Alright. Take number 2.
Alright, here we go. Weather difficulty and wherever Road America is located in, people. A little bit of rain. A little bit of rain in turns 7 and 8.
Yeah, the day that a NASCAR game on the Xbox newer consoles will get one with rain will be glorious.
That would be fun to race these cars in the rain. I don't care. I would love to race these in the rain.
One with like a not predictable system of when it comes out, like when the rain or the weather stuff occurs.
Right, like it will tell you weather in the area, weather 5 minutes out, weather might be here in 3 minutes, and then
Yeah.
that'll be fantastic. You know, I'll be hyped for that. If only we can steal stuff from F1, people.
Yep.
If only we can steal stuff from F1.
Alright, so I'll go on ahead and see the notable changes in the lineup from the original lineup card real quick. As far as I know, the first 4 rows are confirmed to be the same. Looking to see if the 22 and the 50. There's Yoshi. Yoshi is in the field. However, I do not see a 22 car, so Kevin Yu, he is not here tonight. He relinquishes that 9th starting position. 55 and the 16 in row 6, they are confirmed. Looking on from the Michigan winner. Very good run for him, by the way, during that run. You see suspect camo, but I don't see the 47. We also have our first lag person out of the race. What I'm seeing.
Water in the engine, people. Water in the engine of the 77. All right, it's couldn't go in. Water came in, didn't go out the correct way, blew the engine.
Yep. But 00 may be A+ on graphics, but apparently in terms of connection, it's going to be an F for tonight. Yeah, I can confirm the 47 of Irish, one of those guys making his first start. Looks like he is not in the field, so he will have to wait to make his debut. Tough break. We already mentioned the 77 is out due to water under the engine. I guess we'll name it as that. I think we all know what happened, but I'm just gonna say that. Looking to see if the 24 is in the field tonight. Looks like he isn't. Very strange. So, no Ron Man tonight. And that's actually kind of huge for him because he's one of the highest guys in points without a win. So, the 24 will have some makeup to do next week. Looking back, the 2 of Ding, he is subbed for tonight by GS Racing. We'll we'll go on board with him, as I'm doing a lot of driver swaps on my spectator view, so forgive me.
We are going green this time, dude. This time by.
All right. Yeah, GS Racing, one of those guys starting in the back. We'll talk more about some of those guys starting towards the back of the field later on, but we're going to look on now from our pole sitter. The pole sitter, the one who inspired the name of tonight's race. I'm just going to call him Blood. For those of you watching the stream, please let me know how you say that last part of his name. I don't want to just call him WhyBludChees, but here we go. He gets a good start. We're going to the line. We are green at Road America.
Here they go down to turn number 1. These are going to be a lot of corners. I think 12, maybe more. Here we go. Blue Cheese is going into turn 1. He's going to come out with the lead, but aggressively shoving behind the 6. Here comes the 43 to third place. He's going to be a heavy hitter today. He is famous for these road courses right now as they continue to file into turn number 3 and out of 3. Down this long straightaway, they go down, and they're going to funnel down to 2 to single wide.
Yeah, the 15, the 55, and the 19, they had a big moment there entering this long backstretch. Here they go with the trickiest part of the track, in my opinion. We're seeing multiple 3-wide battles. 55 getting pushed into the grass. That's Rod Wave. But for the most part, everyone is good. As now we got a car around the 50s around into the inside wall. CCDN started in third, and now he's all the way to the back of the leaderboard.
Yes, indeed. As they come around this, I would call it like a kind of a corner loop thingy. I don't really never knew what to call this corner, but this corner has given a lot of the racers problems. They're going to give them a lot of problems this race, and as I'm looking through the field, everyone's coming out there clean and smoothly. Right now, Blue Cheese, or Blood as you're calling him, is out to a good lead.
On from Wild Chat, it's so much more peaceful up towards the front. Everyone has separated themselves to a certain extent. Meanwhile, mid-pack, you can't really say the same. Just looking on right now, I can make a late confirmation. Iris is in the field, but he's driving the 8. So Rybread's not in his 8 car tonight. But here we go, going to the finish line to complete the first lap. WhyBlud gonna steal this first lap, and it's not even close, as the 6 of Cowboys still in second.
Yes, indeed, that lead for WhyBlud is going into turn 1. He's saying, he said just keep it clean and hit his mark. That's really what he needs to do. Just keep hitting the marks. Has got out to this high of a lead. The question is anyone early on gonna be that threat right now? I'm not seeing anyone. Right now, I'm looking at the 43 and 30. He really hasn't got any ground. He's losing ground, I think, to the top 2, which is kind of surprising to me. As they go back into this wide corner right now in third and or fifth on back, they're still 2 wide coming off of the lead turn 5 here right now. Ooh, as the 19 of Super Camo, a surprise camo, takes 5th, 3rd, 4th place, but here comes the 99 to take it right back.
Oh, we had a very close call for somebody towards mid-pack. That might have been the 10 of Georgia Dog. He got pushed all the way down the inside, the same area where the 50 wrecked. But fortunately for him, he saved it. Still looking on from the 66.
A lot of shoving in this corner here by the 4, 31, 50, 55. All shoving in that weird corner there. That's not where you want to get turned around.
On board with Nasformer, my pick for tonight. In the top 10. Looking to make up some time. He's going below the 16 of Asylums, and he takes the spot. 16 with the crossover. And with that, nothing really happened there besides the swap positions. 6 of Cowboys keeping up with the leader. Has a little bit of time to make back up on him from the first lap.
It's indeed. He's gotten a little bit closer. I've been watching him. He's hit his marks pretty dang good. But the question is, why blood? I keep thinking because his name. It's just pretty much keeping it simple. He's not overthinking. He doesn't need to think about the car behind him. Like he's right there. Right now, he just needs to keep hitting his marks. And I'm liking when I'm seeing that car look smooth, in control, doesn't seem too loose or too tight.
Very good battle with the 15 of Yoshi Racing and the 9 of Suspect Camo. Because here they go. They're about to enter this tricky part, this racetrack. 15 riding the bottom, 19 on the outside. Very key to not overdrive it here. As the 19 hits the grass, and that's going to be a difference maker as the 15 clears in 4th spot. 19 trying
right now,
to fight
that battle
back.
for the 4th and 5th spot is getting a little crazy. It's been like that all race long. That 19 is getting a little aggressive.
Yeah, and the 15 just trying to get away from him. Has a decent turn there, but the 19 is just doing everything he can to stay with him.
Oh, great entry right there. Gonna try the outside line. I like that. Go where they're not going. Good, great exit off right on the bumper. Ooh, might have moved him out the way there to take it back.
We're gonna
They
try
go down
and
the
see
second
who's
longest
third.
straightaway. I think this is the longest straightaway, actually. As they go in, this is going to be a heavy braking zone. Does the 15 give it back? No. But the 19 holds, but here comes the 15 on the outside. These guys are not having fun right now.
Well, I know one guy who's having fun. The 6 of Cowboys.
The 19 gets hit.
Cowboys has caught the 66. They are battling for the lead here on the front stretch. Big run from the 6. Here he goes. Side by side here. Completing the front stretch. Whatever the 6 has found, it has worked for him. Here they go, entering this long stretch here. 66 is doing everything he can here to maintain control. This is the last lap of the stage, by the way. Only 5 laps in stage 1. So these drivers looking to get a stage win. The 6 car has not won a stage yet.
He just needs to be smooth. He needs to keep hitting his marks, knowing where the car can go. But right now, the 6 is finding some speed. It's between pretty much the defending series champion and I think a threat for this championship here with Cowboy and the 6. These two guys, I think, are going to see him a lot more this year as we hit into this. What are you calling this corner? Are you calling this the loopy loop? What do we call it?
It kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know if I would say it reminds me of like a carousel. It's like a very long turn. Yeah, I don't know what I would exactly call it. But here we go. We got less than a half a lap to go. Trippy Tricks for Blood has a decent gap over the 6. He made a little bit back up there, but Cowboys trying to gain on him. We have a few more turns to go here until stage 1 is over. Will Cowboys get back to him?
I don't think so unless Trippy makes a big mistake. Here they come into the final corner of stage number 1. He led lap 1. He led lap 2. He will lead all 5 of stage number 1 to come up across the hill and into stage number 2 to end stage 1.
Congrats to the 66 on the stage 1 win. The 6 of Cowboys second. Also, shout out to third place, the 43 of Slideways. He was keeping up with them there at the very end. But for the 66, that is his second stage win this season. His first came at Michigan, if I'm not mistaken. Rounding out the top 10, looking on, Nas former 5th, Lyle Chat in the 99-6, Yoshi Racing the 15 7th, the 19 a Suspect Camo 8th, the 44 is Stiff for the 5th in 9th, and then the 62 is Super NASCAR Fan, rounding out the top 10. Those guys will be getting some stage points.
The question here is, I don't think I saw anyone pit before the stage ended, so I think we're just going to see a clean coming in and stop pit stops. But the question is, did anyone actually come in and pit?
I think a mass majority had to. Because here we go. It is Blood and Slideways now in the front row. Stage number 2, we are green. Stage 2
as they go into turn down this
laps.
long straightaway into stage number 2. Here they go into the first corner right now. Sideways is keeping good momentum, but here comes the 66. Can he keep it straight? Here comes the
99 wall.
Huge. Then he's still going.
Big wreck
as they battle up front as the 43 tries to clear the 66 for the lead, and he will do it sideways to the point of the race.
Yeah, big wreck in the back. The 99 of Lyle, the 19 of Camo, the 4 of Omens, the 21 of Snoop Doggy, the 2 of GS. Many cars
62.
collected.
62 hit the wall on turn 3.
Tough break for Super NASCAR fan, as it seems the start of this stage is a lot more chaotic than what the actual start was. Here we go, everyone mostly making it through here. 66
right
still
now,
in front, but Slideways keeping pace. This battle for 4th is just relentless.
I'm just saying, that battle for 4th place has been the bumper grinding position of the race. Right now, Asylums is currently holding this position, but right now, behind him are some Hungry Cats as the leader keeps extending the lead as a new 2nd place of OK Sideways tries to hunt down Trippy to lead some laps, because right now, only Trippy's been leading laps today, people. He has yet to be past that lead, has some challengers, some competitors, but no one has been matching him. But right now, as I'm looking, the 7 of Yeti almost hitting the wall into that weird turn there. But they're battling
side
deep
now
in the back.
For this spot, the 44 of Stiffer the Biff, the 15 of Yoshi Racing. This is for 5th. It looks like Yoshi's going to get the spot. Botches the turn a little bit, but it won't be bad enough to cost him. So Yoshi Racing now in the top 5. Seeing some new players in the top 10. We're seeing the 18 of Air Just Cause running towards that 8th, 9th spot. The 8 car, we saw him just now battling for that 5th spot. Fall back a little bit. That is Irish making his debut. Here we go. The 3 car of Naz, you see him there hitting the grass. 44 in the wall.
Oh!
Back up into the field. And the 50's going to get the worst of it.
Like they keep it going. No real calamities there as they get straight away. But right now, 44. I think 44 is out of the race.
Sit for the 5th is out.
But guess what? Up front, new leader, OK Sideways, taking the point from Trippy.
Yeah, Slideways, one of those drivers below the cut line. He did really well at Michigan up until the point where he lagged out. Entering today, Slideways was 22nd in points. Obviously still very early in the season, but for him being an open team car, this would be a good turnaround for him. Looking to become the first open team car to secure a postseason spot. Looking on right now with Lyle, trying to get up there with the 2 of GS. Not a lot of people close by with them, but of course, both of them were caught up in the incident that started this stage.
Honestly, this 5th place battle right here we got.
Yeah, Air Just Calls.
Yoshi lost 5th place, is now battling with the 3 and the 12 here. The 50 is still involved in this race. The 18 and the 3, they're all there, and nobody's giving it.
Yeah, 18 of Air Just Calls currently leading this group. The 8 car just looking to get that spot back. Irish looking to have a great first impression. As Yoshi Racing, Naz Former, CCDN all in the mix. Good recovery for the 50. He was the one that wrecked on lap number 1 in this race. And he's found himself already back in the top 10.
like the top 5 right now as we keep looking forward. Look like Asylums has been keeping up pretty well with this top pack right now. As Trippy is still looking for that lead back with the 6 of Cowboy in 3rd place. Right now, we're seeing a top 5 breakaway, top 4 or 5 breakaway right now, with Asylum shockingly keeping up with these guys. This is not usually his typical type of track. He doesn't usually like these long road courses, right? He's not usually a mile-and-a-half super speedway guy. But right now, Asylum's holding on and looking to hopefully pounce on one of their mistakes.
Currently on 2 to go right now. When they get to the line, it will be the last lap of stage 2. Still very close with the top 3. 16 looking to make any kind of ground back he can. Looking on back towards this battle for 5th. Looks like we might actually have a new breakaway forming. The 8 is starting to pull away a bit, trying to secure that 5th spot as Yoshi Racing and Air Just Cause battling for 6th, and then the 3 of Naz and the 50 of CCDN battling for 8th. Looking on for the Cowboys.
We might have found our top 5 favorites right now as the 8 goes deeply in that grass, just slowing him down just a little bit.
Sideways! Saves it, but he loses the lead! The 43 nearly wrecked it out of the lead, and he falls to 3rd, and just like that, the top 2 is the same as it was at the end of the 1st stage. Here they go. They are getting to the white flag of stage 2. Currently now the battle for 5th, the 8 of Irish, the 15 of Yoshi. Just when we thought that battle for 5th was over, it is not. As the 8 runs it a little bit more broader, and the 15 is going to take advantage and take the spot. Air takes 6.
I think they're still going because it's still...
Yeah, they are still going. It's on the white flag.
Ooh, Cowboy gets a deep run into turn 4 there. Gains so much time on Trippy.
Looking on from Asylums, he is caught back with the 43 because of that huge mistake last lap. It is still anyone's game here in the top 4.
Ooh, Cowboy is braking heavy into these corners. He's gaining position, giving time on Trippy. Right now, Trippy's in defense mode. Cowboy's in attack, and Sideways is hoping they both wreck. But right now, it's kind of less of a difference, but looks like Trippy's going to have a better exit, better momentum as Cowboy can't pounce. Cowboy has this corner and maybe one more to pounce. This in the final corner. Let's see how he does going into this very, very sharp corner here.
There we go, 66 trying to not make the same mistake the 43 did. Being a little conservative there. Does hit the grass a bit, but it won't cost him. So here they go. About to enter the final turn here in stage number 2. 43 hits the grass just now, but he keeps it straight. And back onto the front stretch he goes. He won stage 1. He took advantage of a mistake from the 43. And it's going to give the number 66 of WhyBlud the stage 2 victory. Cowboys at 2nd, Slyblaze in 3rd, Asylum's rounding out this top group in 4th. Going to the line here for 5th is Yoshi Racing. Air Just Cause in 6th. Trying to see who got 7th here. Might have been Suspect Camo. Nope, it's the 50 of CCDN. He edged Camo for 7th. Then in 9th is Super NASCAR Fan. And then in 10th is Irish. So 2 guys making their first starts, getting in the top 10 here at the end of this stage.
Amazing, and I gotta say this, I'm a superstition guy right now, and I'm not wrong. The last time I saw someone go win stage 1, stage 2, and then one race, if I'm not wrong, was the 19 at Texas. So right now I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing Trippy. He's in a good position to go for another clean sweep here, the 2nd of the season.
3rd stage win for the 66 this season, being his 3rd stage win. That actually puts him as the new leader of stage wins this season. As here we go, final stage, White Blood and Cowboys, we're back green. Final stage here is 12 laps. So if it goes green the rest of the way, we will have a green flag pit stop.
That's interesting. As we go in here, oh, the big shove by the 43.
In the 6 and the 66 had some contact.
Rewind for second. Cowboy to the lead.
Yeah, the 66
Oh,
didn't have the best adventures.
Contact, the 66. It's not having friends right now.
18 of Eric's calls had a bad turn just now. That's why you saw him there in the grass. Here we go. Let's see if they all survive here going through this turn, as Cowboys is already trying to dart away from this group.
Yoshi, the 35 rams into there, puts the 16 in the dirt. Yoshi to fourth place.
Yeah, good run for Yoshi Racing. As here comes Rodwave. Rodwave looking to make another good run here after winning at Michigan. Battling for 5th. As we got a car way towards the wall back here. Multiple cars in the grass. The 3, the 99, the 19, the 17, the 31, all were in the grass just now.
They're getting aggressive. The 7 getting bamboozled by the 19. These guys are not friends. They know this race is going to go long. They want their positions now, but right now they're being very contacted. Right now these bumpers are flying off these cars. I don't know what to do, but right now the 6 is trying to drive away from OK Sideways in the 43 and Trippy and the rest of him. He's trying to get out of that mess. He doesn't want to be in there.
Yeah, right now looking at the 66 running in P3. We'll see if he can do the clean sweep, as he's going to have to get by the other 2 cars that have been basically his only 2 threats in the field, the 43 and the 6. So here we go. We have 11 to go right now. Again, we mentioned they have to do a green flag pit stop. The fuel window is around 10 laps for these guys. So we might see a little bit of strategy towards the end of the race. The question is who's willing to roll the dice and who's willing to play it safe. So right now going into this turn, the 6-car Cowboys. Clean turn. A little bit of a gapple for Slideways. Looking on with Yoshi Racing. He's pulled away with the 50 of CCDN. Good run for the 50 car. They round out the top 5.
A great turn from OK Sideways. That's kicking him right next to Cowboys going to this corner. But looks like OK Sideways back out of it. They're right there. The battle for the lead is there. Sideways looking for the outside. He's going to go inside, give a little bump off that corner as they go down into, I think, turn 7. I could be wrong, people. Me and numbers don't work out.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know much about track layouts either, but here we go, going down this long carousel-like turn. 6-car right now, just hanging on this top spot. As Slideways and
precision
Trippy or Blood in the top 3. CCDN, by the way, he did get by Yoshi Racing, so he is up to 4th. Meanwhile, in 6th place, if I'm not mistaken, that is the 3 of Nasformer up to P6. Lyle Chat P7, and then the battle for 8th featuring Suspect Camo and Rod Wave. So here we go, entering the final turn. Camo looking to attack against Lyle.
Right now, the 50 of CCND is pretty much just doing a perfectly good job. What he's doing, he passed the 15, and he just needs to keep it simple. But right now, this bleed is getting more spicy by the lap. I'm just saying, this lead is getting more spicy. This is going to be the corner, people. This corner, after this long straightaway, it's going to be an interesting turn.
Yeah, I was going to say, someone almost decided to do a pit stop, but they went through the grass last second to avoid pitting. That was the 2 of GS. Very intrigued of what happened there. So here they go. Entering
Oh,
turn
the
5.
43 get a bump to Cowboy. Sideways to the lead.
Here they go into turn 6. Slideways currently in front as they're about to approach the hurry downs portion of this racetrack. Now about to enter turn 8.
Cowboy looking for a way back around Sideways, but right now Sideways doing everything right. Right now the 43 the lead away, but here comes a 6. He does a perfect air, big corner. I don't know. I think we're going to call it the carousel, but right now
Yep,
the 6 great momentum out the corner. He's looking in the rear view. He has the draft. He's going to have to do a heavy as Sideways hits the dirt. That's going to slow him down. The 16 back around the 43. That's going to put him back in the lead as they go back into this corner. Heavy, sharp turn right now. The 6 makes the corner and will continue the lead. This battle for the lead, people, this top 3, it might get a little dangerous soon.
Here they go, going through turn 14. Top 3, still very close. Speaking of this, Yoshi Racing, he has struggled. And I believe something might have happened to the 50 as well, as the 3 of Naz in the grass just now. He saves it. We're trying to see what happened here with the 50, because I don't see him anywhere. He was running 4th. Oh, there he is. Whoops. 50 car right there in the 4th spot. Yoshi in 5th. But this battle here is just bonkers. This is for 6th place. Irish, Asylums, Lyle, Camo,
battling around this track to keep on watching right now.
Someone trying to get into
as
the
we
top
go back
10
to the
for the
first
first
thing,
time
back
this
to the
race.
front here. Heavy braking zone. 6 makes the corner, but here comes the 43 to the inside. The 66 is also here. He's watching them right now go into the next turn here. 66, 43 side by side. Now it's the 6 and the 60 side by side. Oh, wait a minute. The 6 lets the 66 go.
Yeah, I think the 6 was just trying to be respectful there. As the 66 now up to P2. We'll see if he can get back by the 43. 43 of a bad turn. Here they go down the carousel. 66 of blood back in front.
I never thought we would see 3 lead changes in one lap, but here right now the 66 to the point off the carousel needs to keep it perfect. The 43 hasn't had the greatest corner right here. He needs to keep it out of the dirt. Here comes the 43 to lose a little bit more actually. The 66 hit a perfect corner right there, our little shaky shake there.
Don't look
as
now,
they hit this heavy braking
as
zone.
they enter through the Canada corner, they're not the fastest cars on track. The fastest cars are in 4th and 5th. The 50 and the 15 have caught up to these top 3 significantly.
Well,
50 of CCN
well, you gotta think
especially.
all this lead passing, all these lead changes have kind of slowed them down, so they're not hitting the best marks. They're using up a lot of tire right now. Those guys in 4th and 5th, they're not using as much as the 66, 43, or the 6 was using. So they had a little bit fresher tires, more advantage. But here comes the 43 into turn 1, looking for the lead back. The 66 has a perfect corner. But again, the 43's been strong off this corner into the next one. And the 66 do anything to the 43 here.
2 car in the grass there entering the carousel. A lot of cars already have separated themselves from the field either due to incident or possibly even pit stops. Expect to see a lot more of these pit stops here throughout the next few laps. We're down to 8 to go right now. Here they go through turn 5. 66 of a very clean corner. 43 trying to one-up them there. Looks like they did pretty similar. Now through turn 6. 66 more aggressive there entering. 43 did better exiting. And now they're about to enter the hurry downs, turn 7 and 8.
And again, it's just matching. But right now, you're the 6 or the 43. As the 66 goes long. And that brings them right back to the picture. But again, the pit stop, that's going to be everything. Who's going to pit first? Who's going to pit second? Who's going to have the better pit stop? That's going to be the key. Right now, if I'm the 60s, I'm looking back. I'm seeing who's going to play the mind games first. Who's going to be the position? Who is going to be the idiot in the crowd? Right now, one person has the job, but right now the battle for first continues as we look back through the pack. I'm not seeing any battles like that, but right now the 7 and the 20 and the 12 are looking pretty close together.
Yeah, the 15 of Yoshi, he's lost a little bit of time to the 50 of CCDN. The 50 car has kept pace with the front three, so we may have a 4-car battle by the end of this thing.
Ooh, the 66 going wide.
Yeah, and Slideways hits the grass. My goodness. Slideways has been known for making all kinds of crazy moves. We've seen it at Michigan. He made things 4 wide at times throughout that race before lagging out. Right now, Slideways looking to make the most of it here in the lead as pit stops beginning for some. The 4 bad omens now in pit road. So we could be seeing the beginning of stops here throughout the next lap or two.
And if I'm the top 3, top 4 with the 50 involved, you have to keep that in mind because the more people that pit, if a caution comes out before you can get to pit road, you're going to start behind those guys. And you don't want to do that if you have a fast car.
Oh, here they go in the 5, side by side. 43 trying to fend them off. Now going to 6. 43 aggressive
Sideways
with that
clipping
one.
the grass a lot there.
Remember, there was a rule about no excessive corner cutting. I don't know if that applies. But I think for now we're good. So here we go through
That would be
turn 8.
close if you want to call it that. Ooh, 66 had a little wide corner there right now. He has no 17 of the steel spun off in the distance. He's not involved in this race right now, just like y'all know. But right now, I'm looking through the field, and the 50 has a perfect view of what's going on in front of him. You know, I'm him. I'll get some popcorn watching this because this is a masterclass of what's in front of him.
Yeah, the 50 car. Ironically enough, the top 4 were the first 4 in the lineup tonight, just in a different order, I would say. The front row currently in 2nd and 3rd. The 43, he started 4th. He's up in front, and then the 50, who started 3rd, is in 4th. So, very ironic that these 4 are the ones battling for the win.
6 to pit road.
Yep, Cowboys.
6 is the first one to hit.
Yep, Cowboys takes the first stab at it. Looking to see maybe if hitting first could give him some track position.
I like that call right there. That gives him his destiny. It puts him in control. He just needs to hit his spots. And if he does, and then, let's say the 66 and the 43 speed, all he has to worry about is the 50. But that's really all he has to do. He has to hit his marks perfectly, get the right adjustments, take the correct amount of fuel. Is he doing 4 or is he doing 2? Those small adjustments will be the key in who wins this race, as this battle continues for the lead with the 50 in the distance.
16 of Asylum to pit road. Same goes with the 31 of Sammy Boy and the 7 of Yeti. So here we go right now, looking on with the top 2. Expect one of these 2 to possibly pit this time. Laps winding down. Cowboys exiting now. And there he goes. He is off pit road. So now we'll see how this cycles back around.
As right now, Silas really hasn't been able to pull away from Trippy. These cars might be just too similar right now. They are friends. They can help each other a little bit. But who knows when that comes to the track right now. This is, if I'm the 66, I'm pitting. Yeah, I don't know about Sideways, but I'm pitting this time. Bye.
Here they go, about to enter through the Canada corner, turn 12. Good turn from the 43, the 66, the 50. You see him there in the distance on the 43's rear view, keeping pace. Here we go. This is the verdict. Will any of these top 3 pit this time? Survey says yes.
All
the top 2
3 of
pit.
them, the 50, will stay out for another lap.
Yoshi Racing, the 15, also staying out. The 19 of Camo pitting this time. The 18 of Air Just Call staying out. But the 50 of CCDN in front. He had a bad week at Michigan that put him around the cut line. Looking to make it all back up here with a solid run. If not a win, possibly in the near future.
Right now I'm watching the 6. He's about to hit the front stretch right now.
So now the question is, if you're the 50, I'm sure he's banking on those newer tires possibly paying off for him. When is it too late?
Trippy's out now.
I think that's the real question.
And here comes the 6. They're side by side. Where is the 43's already out? So big gamble for the 40. Huge lead to OK sideways there.
Yeah, Nasformer exiting off. Here we go. 6 next to each other as the 19 in the grass right in front of them gets out of the way. But this is interesting. The 6 and the 66 are right next to each other.
But again, people, the 50 has not pitted yet.
Oh, 6 gets bumped.
66, huge hit to the 6.
Here we go. We're gonna go back to the 50. He should be pitting this time. He's got a few more turns to go. Going down through turn 14. Expect him pitting here. And there he goes. CCDN pitting this time. Yoshi Racing pitting this time. Go on board with them here for just a quick second. There he is.
The 8 hitting this time.
Yeah, not seeing anyone behind the 15 staying out at the moment. Yep, here comes the first car. That's the 2, but he is not really in contention.
Right now, if I'm not wrong, this time by OK Side was coming by to take the lead away from the 50.
Nope, technically we have a new leader. He hasn't pitted yet. It is the 10 of Georgia Dog. He is not pitted yet. Driving the number 10. One of the opening two cars in the field.
Is it possible to save it here?
I don't know. I mean, I guess it's worth a try for somebody. But the 10 car in front.
But new development, though, the 50 did beat the 6 and the 60 out of pit road, meaning once everything sideways back, the 50 will be in second.
Yeah, but how about the 19 of Camo? Where did he come from in all this? Now, competing with the 66 and the 6, I think the 19 might have been one of the big winners here in this round of pit stops. Here
yes,
they go through
indeed,
5.
But right now I think the biggest winner is the 43 in all this, because he has legitimately skyrocketed his lead from just a car length to seconds.
Yeah, good stop for the 43. But now the question is, can the 50 get there to him, and can the 10 somehow stretch it? That's really the big questions right now. It still needed to be answered, as Georgia Dog only has the 2 car ahead of him. 2 car,
the 10 is
on the lead
very
lap.
early. He could be saving here.
Yeah, he could be. We'll see. But he's got a lot of flexibility here. See if he fits this time. And he does. So Georgia Dog's going to surrender the lead. Going way slow entering up this hill. Making sure he doesn't get a black flag. So now we shift gears to the 43 of Slideways. As he is up in front over the 50 of CCDN, and then the 19 of Suspect Camo in the top 3. I did not expect the top 3 to consist of these 3 drivers specifically, because of who we have seen run up in the top 2 throughout the majority of this race.
But this race has been up and over. But right now, I'm gonna guess with maybe 4 or less. Okay, Sideways does not want to see a checkered. I mean, a caution. That's why he wants the checkered flag. He doesn't want to see a caution.
Yeah, this confirmation. We have 3 to go right now. And another guy that I've been watching very closely, he has made up a lot of time, too, on the front group. Making his first start, the 8 of Irish. He is right behind the 6 and the 66. He's having a very good stage 3. Looking to get a top 5 here in his first start.
Yes, indeed. But no caution, no real caution today. This is going to be a green flag race to the end, and I'm loving it, people.
Got a swap for 10th here, possibly. The 16 of Asylums and the 31 of Sammy Boy duking it out with the 99 of Wild. So here we go. When we get to the line, it will be 2 to go this time. Right now, the top 4, top 5 have separated themselves. No real battles going on. It's just a matter of who can run faster.
Good battle between Sammy Boy and the Daytona 250 winner of Lyle Chat in the 99, 31.99. A good battle coming off the carousel.
Battle for 6, Irish and Yoshi. Yoshi going to his inside. I guess we'll consider it the inside since it's a road course, but Yoshi takes the spot away. He is up to 6. So here we go. We are down to the final 2 laps here when we get to the line for Slideways.
He just needs to hit his line. He needs to be perfect. He doesn't even hurt. Just let it down. He has a gap. As a car goes straight into the wall, I think that's the 2 there. If I'm not wrong. As Sideways just needs to hit his mark. Doesn't need to overcommit. He just needs to back it down. Don't make mistakes. He's 2 laps away from his first win of the season, locking him into the playoffs, probably locking him to every other race for the rest of the season. Doesn't have to time his way in anymore. If I could be incorrect right there. But right now, just keep it calm.
I think you would be correct. He's made every race so far. Currently scored 22nd in points. This would be a huge win for the 43. And it would be a huge one in terms of those around the cut line. As right now, looking on with some of the other drivers throughout the field, the 19, Cambo, he's catching up to the 50. We might have a late swap for second at the rate where things are going. But the 66, he has been keeping pace with the 19. So we'll see if anyone in the top 5 swaps spots with anybody. We're going to go on ahead and look on here with the 50. Running in second.
But right now, if you're the 50, you need to understand you're not going to catch the 43 right now. His pace is too high. He just needs to defend. He needs to hit the line perfectly. Right now, second place today after he's been running outside the top 5 the majority of the day is beautiful. This was a great run for him. He just needs to hit his marks. Right now, when you look behind them, that's the battle of Goliath right there. That's the former champion. We were talking about a race winner at Texas last year, and a man that has been so close all season long of the 6 are all battling for that 3rd spot.
Here we go. We're going to go back on board here with the leader, Slideways. He is getting to the white flag here this time. 1 more lap to go at Road America.
1 to go, and I got to say, what a great race it has been, my friend.
Can solidify that playoff spot.
The only thing that's going to stop him now is legitimately himself. He needs, again, what I've been saying, be perfect. Be less than perfect. Just hit the mark. Slow it down a little bit. You have at least a 3 to 2 second lead on the guy. You can afford a little bit of time to give up to him. Don't be perfect. Don't be perfect. Just let it loose. Get jiggy with it. You know what I'm saying?
Entering turn 5. Yep. As the 43, good turn 5 there. He's been doing good there all race. Now going through turn 6. 43 just doesn't need to be perfect here. Just make sure you do good enough to where you don't spin or lose a couple seconds in a turn. As now he's going through the Harry Downs for the final time, entering turn 8. Perfect turn, now going through the carousel.
looking smooth, not touching the dirt, just needs to hit his marks. As again, no one is in sight line, no one around him. He's listening to karaoke music in the helmet right now, getting a tip of C, not a of tea. If you guys know what that reference is from, I'm gonna say from Ricky Bobby when they're sipping tea in the car right there. Right? So that's what he's doing. No competition around him as he enters these final corners of the race. Again, he's not touching nothing. A little wide there, but he can afford it.
Going to turn 13
S's.
for the final time. What a wild start to the season it's been for Slideways. Didn't finish Michigan as he goes through the final turn. 22nd in points isn't a concern anymore. The fourth new driver to win this season is the 43 of Slideways. He wins at Road America.
As I think we have a new top three. It's the six. The 6 takes second, and the 66 takes third.
19 at Camo.
No, the 50 takes second. The 6 takes third.
Okay, the 66 is in fourth. The 19 at Camo in fifth. The 15 of Yoshi Racing in sixth. And then I'm just going to briefly recap the rest of the top 10 here. Seventh place was Irish. First start. Success for him. Naz Former in the 3 and 8th. Asylum's 9th. And then Sammy Boy in the top 10. Winning Moment sponsored by Dubby. Of course, use the code in the chat to save 10% off of all Dubby products. So we're going to go on ahead here and interview some of these guys that did really well today. So we're going to go on ahead and get our winner in here first. Alright, there you go. Make sure your audio is included. Alright, you got your audio included? Alright. Well, what a season it's been for you. I've been keeping an eye on you since Michigan. You've been making a lot of bold moves, and for this race it paid off for you. Tell us about your race.
Well, it's a road course. They're my favorite. I knew I was coming in. I had pretty high hopes. But we came through and raced clean and won by like 5 seconds. So.
Do you think there was any moment in the race where you knew that you had a winning car, or there was a moment in the race that changed your outcome?
I always knew I had a winning car coming into this race. Qualifying, I had not a lock in, so I had to make sure I set a lap that was decent, and I didn't wreck on the qualifying, so I could actually make it into the race. And throughout the whole race, the only reason I didn't win the stages was because Vinny was fast and I was making mistakes, and Cowboys was fast, and then by stage 3 we quit doing those mistakes and we were gone.
Definitely, indeed. So you are now in the playoffs, which I know that's gotta be refreshing for you. So looking on with the next race, that being on the 10th, being at Las Vegas, how confident are you with that race?
A lot less confident because it's a lot less driver dependent and a lot more where you are. I've won Las Vegas races in the past. I've always done good at Vegas, so hopefully we continue to put together runs and can get at least a top 5 out of it.
Alright, well, do you have any special shout-outs you want to give before we go on to our second place finisher?
Definitely Trippy Tricks, WhyBludChees. He had a great race, got screwed at the end, but he was the mayor of the whole race, and we had some good strategy.
Alright, well, there you guys have it. That's the winner here tonight. Slideways, that is his 5th win in the league, first of the season. and this one locks him into the playoffs. Congrats again, man. Well deserved.
Appreciate it.
All right, we're going to go on ahead and interview the 50 car of CCDNINF. Make sure your audio is included.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, you didn't have the best of runs at Michigan, but then this one you bounced back very well. Tell us about your overall race today.
Yeah, missing Michigan was a bit tough for the point as far as that goes, but I knew coming into a chance for points and try and get back into playoff contention. But early on in the race, I spun out from the front, and then after that, it was just hell trying to get through the field. Obviously, this is the best way to get through, but just trying to salvage stage points when and where I could, and then ultimately in the final stage, just able to luck out, get the track position I needed, and then just drive my race.
All right, so considering where you are in points, are you more concerned with trying to win a race and getting into the playoffs, or are you just concerned about getting good points throughout each and every race?
Um, I think I'm more focused on just trying to get points. Wins don't really come by often, so I would just rather just try and take the smart route and get the points when and where I can. But when opportunity does present itself, I'll go for it. I'll see what I can do.
All right. Do you want to give any special shout outs before we interview the third place card today?
Yeah, shout out my team, Team Dynamite. This was a lot of fun racing, and we got a good result for the team, and yeah, it was just a fun race.
All right. Congrats to you on your second place finish. Very well deserved for you. We're now going to interview the third place car in the field, the 6 of Cowboys. Cowboys, make sure your audio is included.
I got you.
All right. Well, you were consistently up in the front. Although you didn't get a stage win, you got a good amount of points. You will more than likely keep the top spot of those without a win this season. Tell us about your race today with some of those guys around you up in the front.
Yeah, I'd say I had about a third place car. I mean, I thought it was pretty even with the 66, but the 43 was definitely the best car. So I think I got the finish I deserved. So shout out to the 43. He deserved it. I just wish I had better track position there at the end. I tried to short pit and hope that I would, come out in front of those guys, but unfortunately I didn't. Came out fifth, so I got stuck in traffic there, and was able to get third, but I'll take it.
All right, so thinking about that, so obviously you started out battling with the 66, and then as the race went on, you had to deal with the 43, and then the 50. Of those, are you kind of surprised with how the race turned out in terms of like who finished where?
Not really. I kind of knew all those guys were pretty good at road courses. I was a little shocked at the 19 because I think he started like 14th or something like that, and he was up there at the end. So I was expecting to see him up there, but the rest of them I pretty much expected.
All right, so looking on for Vegas next week, obviously, again, you're very good on points. So I'm just going to ask you in terms of winning the race, how confident are you in getting that win next week?
Yeah, I feel pretty good. Last season, Vegas was a championship race. I was really fast, but unfortunately, I got wrecked in the final stage, but I was able to catch back up and get up to the pack from like 5 seconds back. So yeah, I feel pretty good about it. I really like Vegas. It's a fun track. Obviously, the draft is gonna matter a lot, what line you have, and just hope you're in the right spot then.
All right, do you have any special shout outs before we go and interview the fourth place car?
Yeah, shout out to my team when we're trippy. Uh, you know, Felt like we could have finished 1-2 there, but unfortunately, just how the race unfolded, we got third and fifth. But still a good day overall. We'll take it.
All right, congrats on your third place finish. We're going to interview the 66 of WhyBludChees. I hope I'm saying it right because that's the name of the race. But looking at your day, it seemed like it was pretty much picture perfect up until the last stage. Tell us about your final stage there and what happened.
Yeah, we joke about, how I qualify. Sometimes I'll qualify great, sometimes I don't. And of course, the race gets named after my second account that I had to race the 2020s on, and I wind up on pole, which is funny. But I thought we were a really fast car. We were running a little bit hot early on. Adjusted the tape. The car still felt beautiful all race. It just had an unlucky start to stage three. It's always mayhem with the restarts, and we got knocked up on a line, kind of just sat third behind the six and the 43. I mean, I think they were the two fastest cars on the track, honestly, in with consistency and just race wise. The 50 was very fast as well. He didn't get the chance to be up front early on, but he showed it at the end of the race and ran a beautiful strategy. Um, I saw my teammate loves to short pit, so for us to not get blown away by it, we try to cover it and try to at least get each other as close as we can to work together. So we try to cover it. I think I took it a little too easy on the pit entrance and lost a bunch of time to the 43, and then cold tires really just killed me on that opening lap. I couldn't slow down as quick as I wanted to start. Ran over my teammate, which was awful. And then we got ran over at the end of the race, but at least my teammate took third and I got fourth, which is perfectly fine. Um, but I mean, I take two stages, finish top five. There's nothing much else I really can, I can't be really mad at anything else up front all race.
Yeah, so with that finish, if I'm not mistaken, you will be with the six towards the top of the leaderboard in points. So really, I shouldn't be that
Perfect.
concerned with you in terms of points. I'm really more looking forward to seeing if you can win. With next race being Las Vegas, do you think you can get the job done there, or do you think you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for that first win of the season?
Well, I mean, last season, I proved it very well last season that I was the cookie cutter king. All four of my wins came at a mile and a half. So, we're looking to keep a streak alive at getting at least one win in a mile and a half. Obviously, I won the championship here. I mean, Vegas is honestly just a really nice track, so I'm glad that we at least, get a little sneak peek of anybody in the field that can be championship racing at the same track later in the season. And I really think it's going to be a game of momentum. Depending on draft, it could be a game of draft, but for the most part, you'll probably be seeing the 66 on the high side again. And hopefully we can stick one out there. I mean, Cowboys was super fast there last season, and it sucked that he got wrecked at the end. But the way that he powered through, he was only a second back after wrecking early on in stage three. So I expect him to be really fast. I expect Casey to be really fast. Um, honestly, anybody can be fast mile and a half, which makes it fun. But we definitely got it marked on our schedule since last time we were here. Obviously, we took it home.
All right. Do you want to give any special shout outs here before we end the stream?
Yeah, shout out to my team. Everybody showed up this week. Everybody finished the race. We like to see that for owners wise. We Cowboys and I put two cars in the top five. Cowboys ran a great race, all race. Um, I think it's just building consistency. Not only with qualifying. This is a generational talent at qualifying you have here in the league. So being able to see him up front towards the end of the races and not, get wrecked out of it or, a mistake happens and he winds up in the back, unfortunately. We saw it a couple of times last season, um, where it was just unlucky stuff. So I'm glad to see him putting together good finishes and, just the team showing up, racing, finishing the races, and we're doing well for the most part. And I appreciate you guys for streaming our races this season because we didn't have a commentator last season full time. So, it's we're very thankful for you guys putting our stuff out there.
Yeah, no problem. Congrats on a good run, getting that top 4. Most points gained out of anybody today, I believe. It's either you or the 43 from my perception of it. Looks like you did get the most points from it. So that will conclude today's stream. Next week, February 10th, we will head to Las Vegas. I'm sure that will be something. Again, we won't have any racing on February 17th. So this will be the last race that we will have here for a couple of weeks. But for now, again, the W code will be in the stream chat. As a reminder, that will save you 10% off of all W products. But for now, this is Regular Show 48, thanking all of you for watching. And I will be saying so long, and I will see you all next Saturday at Vegas.